Love Beyond the Sky, Chapter 4. The goons were just about to attack Ariana when suddenly, "Hello, boys!" a bold, confident voice echoed in the air. Startled, one of the goons barked, "Who the hell is that?" Standing before them was a tall, handsome young man, broad-shouldered, muscular, and built like someone who could take on an army. His sheer presence sent a ripple of unease across the goons' faces. His chiseled jawline, wide chest, and intense brown eyes gleamed like those of a predator. He wore a fitted black, full-sleeve t-shirt that accentuated his defined muscles, layered with a sleek jacket that added to his striking appearance. A black band wrapped around his wrist, and a silver ring adorned one of his fingers, completing his rugged, tough guy persona. His thick, slightly tousled hair and light stubble gave him a carefree yet mysterious charm. There was a faint smile on his lips, but his eyes held a deadly warning. He didn't just stand there, his entire stance screamed danger, as if he could wipe the floor with them if needed. With a cocky grin, he said, "Why bother knowing about me? You should be more worried about yourselves." Before the goons could even react, he swung his hand and suddenly, with a burst of mysterious energy, the men were flung into the air like ragdolls. "Put us down!" they screamed, flailing in midair. The guy smirked. "Should I?" They quickly nodded in panic, and with a casual flick, he released them. Both crashed face first onto the ground, groaning in pain. He exhaled deeply and walked toward Ariana, who was unconscious. Gently brushing the hair off her face, a soft smile tugged at his lips. He scooped her up in his arms and walked away from the scene. Still groaning in pain, one goon muttered, "Who the hell was that? And how the hell did he do that?" The other replied breathlessly, "Must be a magician or something." "Whoever he was, if we don't capture them soon, the boss is going to kill us," said the first one. The second nodded and they limped off, determined to find the stranger and Ariana. Meanwhile, the mysterious young man carried Ariana through narrow alleys until he spotted an old abandoned house nearby. It looked like a crumbling ruin, but it was shelter nonetheless. He entered a dark, dusty room and gently laid Ariana down. The place was pitch black. Seeing anything was nearly impossible. He closed his eyes and began whispering something under his breath. Within moments, his body started to glow with golden energy. The radiant light lit up the entire room. He placed a hand on Ariana's forehead and began chanting, but just then, footsteps. He frowned. Someone was outside the door. "She'll wake up soon," he whispered to himself and stepped away from Ariana, moving toward the entrance. Outside, the same goons were back, guns in hand, slowly approaching the ruin. The young man tried to summon his powers again, lifting his hand, but nothing happened. He looked at his hand in shock. Working again at the worst possible time? He clasped his hands together and looked up. "God, please, let my powers work just this once." He tried again, still nothing. Suddenly, a faint moan from behind made him turn. Ariana was waking up. Holding her head, she slowly sat up, dazed. Then, spotting the man, she stood and marched over, furious. "Who the hell are you? How dare you kidnap me?" He panicked, eyes darting around, hearing the approaching footsteps outside. Without wasting a second, he grabbed her wrist and pulled her close, pressing her back against the wall, covering her mouth with his hand. "Will you please be quiet for 2 minutes?" he whispered. Ariana glared at him with fury in her eyes. "I didn't kidnap you," he murmured, still whispering. "I saved you from those thugs." She didn't say a word, only stared at him with blazing anger. Outside, one of the goons yelled, "Who's in there? Open the door!" The guy's eyes stayed fixed on the door. Ariana began struggling, trying to pull his hand away from her mouth. When he didn't budge, she lifted her knee and landed a strong kick to his stomach. "Ow, damn it!" he shouted in pain. "That hurt!" Ariana screamed, "How dare you touch me, you creep!" The door rattled violently. It was only a matter of seconds before it would burst open. Both Ariana and the guy turned to look. He muttered under his breath, "Now because of you, I'm going to die too." "What do you mean?" she snapped. Ignoring her, he started frantically thinking of a way out, but nothing came to mind. Then, the door broke open. "God forgive me," he mumbled, and without warning, he pulled Ariana close by her waist. Before she could react, he leaned in and pressed his lips to hers. Ariana's eyes flew wide open. Her world stopped for a moment. Oops, a kiss in their very first meeting. What will be Ariana's reaction to this shocking first kiss? Will they be able to escape these goons? Who is this handsome stranger? And who sent these thugs after Ariana? To find out, stay tuned. Till then, like, share, and subscribe.